trust is something that's not easily earned, especially when it comes to new relationships. You, as a Sigma, understand this better than most. You value authenticity and independence above all else, and the thought of opening up to someone new can feel like a delicate balance. You're someone who doesn't just hand out trust like it's candy, and that's a good thing. Trust, in the world of Sigmas, is not just about giving someone a chance. It's about truly understanding who they are and whether their words and actions align when you approach a new relationship. It's not about rushing in, it's about moving with intention. You let people reveal themselves one step at a time, and you carefully observe their actions, because actions speak louder than words. It's natural to want to know if someone is trustworthy right from the start. And sometimes that eagerness can make you more cautious. It's not about keeping walls up forever, but about knowing when to let down the drawbridge. You don't need to open up to someone fully right away. Instead, you take small steps, sharing just enough. Watching their reactions, listening carefully to what they say, and observing if they stay consistent. You're not here to waste your time, and you understand that people can be unpredictable. That's why you move slowly, because slow reveals more truth than rushing ever could. The Sigma secret to trust in new relationships is simple yet powerful. Observe first, then decide. Some people will come into your life and immediately demand trust. They will want to rush things. They will want to push you into a space where you're vulnerable. But here's the truth, rushing trust never works. You've probably learned this the hard way before. There's no rush. There's no need to give someone your trust just because they want it. Trust is earned, it's built, it's tested over time, and you know that better than anyone. Let's talk about what you look for when you're building trust with someone new. You've got that intuition that never lets you down, and you know how to pay attention to the small details. You listen to what people say, sure, but you also pay attention to how they say it. Do their words match their actions? Are they showing up in the ways they promised? Trust isn't built on sweet words alone. It's about reliability, about how they handle the things you entrust them with, about how they respect your boundaries. You want someone who listens to what you need, not just someone who talks a good game. It's easy to get excited about someone new, to feel that connection right away, but you also know that initial excitement can cloud your judgment. You've learned that true trust isn't something you jump into, it's something you build with care and patience. So you take your time, you let the relationship evolve naturally, you create space to see how they handle challenges, because trust isn't just built in the good times, it's built when things aren't perfect, when there are misunderstandings or disagreements. Do they handle conflict in a way that shows respect and understanding? Do they stay calm, or do they react impulsively? These are the things you watch for, because the way someone handles difficulty reveals a lot about their character. Building trust is not a one-way street. You know that better than anyone. It's a two-way process. And as much as you expect others to earn your trust, you also know that trust must be given. You can't expect people to trust you if you're not willing to show them who you are. The Sigma doesn't hide behind walls forever. But they also don't just spill everything at once. Trust is built gradually. It's about revealing yourself little by little, showing your vulnerabilities when the time is right, and proving that you're dependable. You know when to hold back, and you know when to step forward. There's a balance, but let's be real. There are times when you're going to face disappointment. People won't always live up to your expectations, and trust will be broken. That's the hard truth, but it's also the reality. People are imperfect, and while you can be cautious and take your time, sometimes things still go wrong. And when that happens, you don't let it destroy your sense of self or your outlook on future relationships. Instead, you use it as a lesson. You refine your approach. You become more aware, more discerning, but you don't close off. You just get smarter about who you let in and how you build trust moving forward. When trust is broken, it stings. There's no denying that. But the Sigma knows how to protect their peace. They know how to walk away when it's necessary, but they also know how to forgive when the situation calls for it. Trust doesn't mean you have to keep people in your life who don't deserve it, but it also doesn't mean you have to carry resentment forever. You know the importance of emotional boundaries, of not allowing someone else's actions to control your emotional state. That's the true power of trust, not just in others, but in yourself. You also understand that building trust with yourself is just as important. If you can't trust yourself, if you don't believe in your own judgment, then building trust with others becomes nearly impossible. Trusting yourself means believing in your decisions, knowing when to speak up and when to keep your distance. It's about knowing that your intuition is usually spot on, and trusting yourself enough to follow it. You lead with your gut, and that's where your confidence comes from. As you move forward in building trust in new relationships, always remember to take it slow. Let the relationship evolve over time and give yourself the space to observe. Watch how they show up, how they treat you, and how they handle challenges. Most importantly, trust yourself along the way. Your intuition will guide you, and in time you'll know who's worth trusting and who's not. Trust isn't just something you give away. It's something you protect and build, piece by piece. Remember, the right people will prove their trustworthiness, and those who are meant to be in your life will earn it. So take your time, trust wisely, and always stay true to who you are. Don't forget to subscribe, like, share, because you will learn a ton of information in the next video.